So it's been a while since I got up that. So what have I been up to with the old rabbit game? Quite a lot, actually. It's been a while, and I've been tweaking away lots of little things that make my life easier and make the game better. I'm kind of getting ready for pretty much a demo, at least the first biome in a releasable position. So I've kind of taken a step back from the rest of the world and concentrate on making that area sort of as tight as possible and as good looking as it needs to be at the moment. So yeah, I've been playing a lot with refactoring some of the code to make my life simpler. But in case you wondered, this is how I set my comments up for things I want to know about. So white is stuff is just getting on with it. Happy days. Red is usually stuff that I've put to one side that I've either copied and I want to get rid of, or that I just needs getting rid of at some point. So for instance, the drain stamina routine that I put together, I refactored that quite a lot to get rid of all the branchness. And I've actually popped it into, where did I put that? Into third person game mode, I believe. Yeah, show dialogue stuff. Drain stamina. No, I put it all into a function. So I've been messing about a lot with pushing things into functions where they need be. And yeah, and this is in the game mode class, which makes it a lot easier to dig out things that need sort of global settings and things. I've introduced an audio player for the dialogue, which we'll look at in a minute, which allows you to plug in some audio from a list of audio objects and play the correct one when you need to. So I've now got a dialogue routine that shows the correct dialogue that's passed in, depending on the event that's happened in the game or whatever's going on. So yeah, you can pass in the dialogue. You can also pass in an audio key, which is essentially just the name of an audio class. I'll do a deep dive on these at some point. That's just, where's it gone? Yeah. So yeah, basically that allows me to show dialogue and play audio. I had a lot of faffing with this overwriting itself, literally overwriting the text in the game. So pulled that out into here, day one. Yeah, bit of a mess about with some of the settings on Ultra Dynamic Sky. Now that this area is a bit more fleshed out and I'm happy with it, I've plugged in more of the sort of dynamic sky and weather effects while I'm modding or building out a level. I tend to keep it a lot cleaner with the light. I'll just have it up top, nice and easy, not so many shadows, because it's easier to see what you're doing as you're looking around and whatnot. But now, yeah, I've made it look a little bit more appealing. What else have I been doing? I blocked off some areas to stop you walking off the edges of cliffs. I did have a play about with some splining. This is my sort of testing playground up. Building blocking areas using splines. But in the end, for what I want right now, I will use them again for the more complex things. But right now, I've just got areas that are blocked off with basically just blocking cubes that are invisible, that live here somewhere. Where's blocking? Let's go. Nice and simple. A blocking wall that lives here and has basically not a lot on it. A viewpoint is the blocking wall with a mesh that's empty. Stretch that out. It's the collider for it will just be set to block all dynamic collisions. So anything that walks into that will stop. And that's just perfect for what I need right now here. So I've got one there, one there, one there. Stop you wandering off where you don't want to go. For the rest of parts of levels, a lot of these objects have collider meshes on them anyway, so happy with that. What else has been going on? Fleshed out the environment I've talked about. Fixed lots of bugs. The stamina, I was having trouble with the stamina, which is why I pulled it out, to be fair, into this. I will show you one day. Here we go. This became a lot simpler. It was all over the place, to be fair. I could do with putting that into a function. I know, bear with me, I'm thinking out loud. I just, it's fine, it works now, so I'm going to leave it for now. A lot of this was branch. Don't need that. So to tidy that up, get off, I don't want to do that. Bye. To tidy that up, I did a lot of messing about with setting variables so that I could do ands on them. That also doesn't need to be there. So yeah, instead of doing a branch, true, false, true, false. In fact, this is the original. Doesn't look that different, does it, in a block, but it's a lot simpler now. No, it does look, there's all the branches. Crazy. So yeah, I was having a problem. I put it down as a bug. Oops. Whereby if your stamina got to 0 and you were running, your stamina would never regen. And it was because of this complexity in here. Look at this. This is what I say by refactoring isn't just to make it nicer to look at. It makes your life easier. I was able to track down the bug nice and easy. There's another branch here I might be able to get rid of, but right now, iterations, baby steps and all that. Try not to boil the ocean. That's one of my favourite sayings. Bugs, fixed stuff. I've also started a menu, but I got carried away trying to make it very clever. It's just going to be a menu for now, just a way to start and stop the game. So I actually have I've created something of a helper, a map, a sort of mission waypointing helper, if you like, which will guide you to the next part of the game if needs be. Now, I don't need to implement it yet because this whole area is kind of happily contained, but later on as you start moving through the different biomes, you might need help as to where to go next, where the next part of the story unfolds. So I've created a nice, simple waypoint follower. So here it is. It's a little over the top at the moment with the old Niagara stuff, but once it gets moving, you'll see. I'm going to put that. So these are bits of concepts I've been working on. I've just left them sitting around as blueprints. I'm going to move that over there. So that's the actual character with an AI controller attached to it, so it knows how to navigate the world. This is a waypoint. So when the game starts up, this waypoint will it builds all the waypoints into a nice list. Again, there's only one at the moment, but don't worry about that. This AI character, this AI agent will know it's got to go to this target, and it will start moving to that target. Given, well, let's have a look, right? In the, pretty sure it's this boy. So nice and simple. Again, I might do a deep dive on it one day, but when the marker starts, your little helper friend there starts, it will get all the actors with the tag of waypoint, which is one of these. And at the moment, it's just getting the first one because this is kind of a proof of concept, but it's getting that one. And it's just saying move to that location. So we'll see. I'll start the game and we'll watch. Hopefully, you can see it from there. Should be able to. Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it move around. So on the start, it should start moving towards that target.
Wake up! Wake up! It's a
There
new
it goes.
day.
Way too heavy on the Niagara there, but you know, does its job. So yeah, you can see that's a little helper, which will move to a target. Targets can be set dynamically at runtime, as and when needed, which is going to be useful for later on. Like I say, when you end up there's stuff hidden over here, maybe you can't quite see that you need to get to. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, I also did a production build, if you like, a release build, which was quite nice because every now and then I like to do a full build of the system. to prove that it works, basically, because you can get a long way through this and you will find problems that pop up. There's still some here. Look. Now, some will stop it building completely, so it's nice to do a release build every now and then run it as a standalone project just to make sure you've not completely messed stuff up. You know, it's easier to fix small things than big complicated things. So yeah, I did have it not building for a while. I would hate to get to the end of a year, 2 years, however long this takes, and do a build and find that there's just something it cannot do. You know, it's easier to do it now. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Lots to do, but this area is, I think, quite solid. I'm going to push it out at some point for some bit of dev testing. Get people playing it on a build and seeing what they think to it. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. I might, like I say, do a deep dive on some of those more technical bits just in case, but that's where we are with Rabbit Stew. See you later.